Hello there, how are you doing? Thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed my video last week. If you have not seen my video, you should click the link I'll drop below my caption, right, to watch my video and check out other videos on intellectual property law tips and business law tips. I am Mydigitallawyer, a business lawyer and an intellectual property lawyer. Okay, so today I just want to give you a checklist on what to avoid when licensing your intellectual property rights. This is not limited to musical artists, but I'm focusing on musical artists actually, but it's not limited to you all. Anyone that has an intellectual property right, stay tuned. Hi, welcome back. I'm Mydigitallawyer. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. I'm happy. I have over 100 plus subscribers, and please, if you are yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button before we go ahead so you get notified when I post my videos. Now, welcome to another episode with your digital lawyer. I'm talking about licensing of your IP rights. Not just licensing, I want you to know things that you should put in place. A checklist of what to put in place before you consider licensing that IP right of yours. So IP is short for intellectual property. So first thing, this is not part of the checklist. This is an overall advice I always give my viewers. I always tell my subscribers, you need an attorney. Now, don't say she has come again, she's an attorney, she wants you to contact her. No, it's for your good. It's better you do that early enough to review that agreement, to draft that agreement for you, than you just go online, check some templates and just do it yourself. Those are general templates. An attorney will get it customized for you, custom made to meet your own peculiar needs, your own peculiar circumstance. So before you license your IP rights, number one thing you need to know is that for intellectual property contracts, you can either assign your rights or you license your rights. So it's as simple as the name implies. Assign. I'm giving it to you. I'm transferring all of my rights to you. I'm transferring these rights to you. So Mr. A has an intellectual property right, say copyright in a book or a musical work, or trademark rights, or industrial design rights, and he decides, oh, I want to just give a part of this, I want to just transfer all of this to this person for a sum, of course. That's assignment. But for licensing, you're not giving it, you're not transferring your rights to someone. You're just giving them the right to use or exploit your work in such a manner that ordinarily, if they didn't get that license permission from you, it would have amounted to an infringement. So this time around, I tell them, okay, here, this is my right, use it, do this with this, do that with it, and it's still my right, but I'm giving you the authority to do this, either for a fee or maybe for free. Like, for instance, a record label and a musical artist as licenses his copyrights and some other rights, if necessary, in a musical work to the record label, so that the record label can use it to promote the artist or for any other purpose. So that's how it works. So, but though some record labels make you assign all of your rights, so that's story for another, that's business for another day. So you get the basic difference, assignment and licensing. For this video, I'm talking about licensing. When you want to license someone to use your rights, you have to do some things, put some things in place. Otherwise, you may end up assigning or losing your rights without knowing that you have actually lost that right. You are assigning your rights. Question you should ask yourself: what rights do I even have? Do you know the rights you have? Do you know the intellectual property rights you have? You might have like 2 or more over one particular innovation, and you want to just license a part of it. So you have to tell yourself, what am I licensing? What right am I licensing? And under what terms and conditions? This is a checklist. You should do this. You should ask yourself and answer that question. That will determine what would be the content of the license agreement. That's one. Secondly, you should also ask yourself, while licensing this right out, are the subsidiaries or the partners or the heirs to this licensee, are they also getting access to your license? Now, the licensee is the person you're giving your rights to. You are probably listening or giving a part of your rights to for use It's the person you are licensing your rights to, okay? It's as simple as that. Why the licensor is the owner of the right, or the person who has the original rights to that work, that intellectual property. So licensor gives to licensee, right? And then licensee may be an individual or a company. So you have to ask yourself, if I'm giving this to this individual, am I licensing this to just this individual or to just this corporate body? Or if this corporate body has subsidiaries, are they also having access? Would they gain access to these intellectual property right of mine? These are things that should be expressly stated in a license agreement. Third thing you need to ask is the duration. This is very important. So like I said earlier, assignment is you transfer your rights. License is for use. You just give a part of it, or you give it for them to use, engage and exploit your rights for a particular reason. So now when you're licensing, something should come to your mind as I'm speaking. Am I licensing this perpetually? Is it forever? Is it for eternity? Am I giving these people license to use my work till I die? Or am I giving it to them for a particular period of time? So you should think about that. What do you really want? So you're not mistaken as to these terms. Do you want it for 3 years, for 4 years, for 5 years? Or do you want it to be a perpetual license? Perpetual, that's till eternity. So these are things you should check before signing that license agreement, before licensing out your intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights come with expiry dates, so you should find out, am I licensing this right such that when the right expires, the license agreement also expires? Or is it below the period? Say a trademark right is issued, you have the right for 7 years, and then you license it. Is it for the whole of that 7 years while it lasts, or does it last even beyond the 7 years? Say you renew, does your renewal of your intellectual property right amount to an automatic renewal of that license agreement? These are things you need to put in place. So fourth thing you need to know, which is like really the most important, because money is important. Money costs a lot of things, right? So the fee for this license, how is it going to be paid? So when I license my rights to you, how do you compensate me for my creativity? Is it going to be paid monthly? Is it going to be paid yearly? Is it going to be paid based on a royalty, right? Or is it going to be a lump sum that's just paid at once? To be honest, I would prefer a royalty, a percentage payment if I were the one. But this is something you should decide yourself, right? I'm licensing my rights to you. How do I get paid? Think about it before you sign that license agreement. So 4 things I've listed. There's a whole lot of other things you should check, but I think this should help you when you're considering licensing. And if you have issues or you need help with a license agreement or licensing your intellectual property rights, do well to contact me. My mailbox always open. Send a mail, mydigitallawyer@gmail.com. You can also follow me at mydigitallawyer on Instagram and at mydigitallawyer on Twitter. Okay, so if you have questions, you can drop your questions below. But do not forget, when you need to license your IP rights, don't do it yourself. I said this time without number. You need the help of a legal expert, an entertainment lawyer, intellectual property lawyer to help you out with this. You need the help of an attorney, an expert to do this for you. Okay, thanks for watching this video, and before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I got loads of content for you, creatives, for you business owners. Okay, thank you, bye.